Construct a frequency distribution table for the following set of scores. Include columns for proportion and percentage in your tables. Begin by making a rough draft of everything you need in your table. First, we're going to need a column for all the x values. Then one for the frequencies, one for the percentage or proportion, and then one for the percentage. Now all we have to do is fill in the columns. So the scores, which is x, are 5, 7, 8, 4, 7, 9, that's the score. So those are all the values for x. And you can see that the lowest one is 3, and the highest, just by scanning over them, is 9. So just go ahead and write the raw values down. Now just go through and see the frequency. So how often do we have each of these scores? So 3 is there one time, 4 twice, 5 3 times, 6, or 4 scores of 6, 7, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 8s, and there are 2 9s. Remember, for proportion, we get the proportion by the frequency over the total number of people. The total number of people was the sum of the frequency, which is the same as n, which in this case we have 1, 2, 3, 6, we have 20 scores. And to double check, you can just count the raw scores up there. You see that we have 20. So that means for the score of 3, we have 1 of them. So the proportion is the frequency of 1 over the total number, which is 20, and that is 0.05. Then the same thing we have for the second one, 2 over 20, 0.1, 3 over 20, that's a proportion for each of them, it's 15, 4 over 20 is 0.2, 5 over 20 is 0.25, 3 over 20 again is 0.15, and 2 over 20 is 0.1. And you can double check that again once you add them all up. The sum of the proportion, remember, it always has to come up to 1. If you add all of those, 0.05 plus 0.1 plus 0.15, etc., then you're going to have a proportion of 1. Percentage, remember, is very similar. It is either the proportion times 100 or the frequency over n, which is proportion, times 100. So you can either take the 0.05 from up here, from this one, and do it times 100, or you can go through the whole thing again, but we wouldn't do that. So 0.05 times 100 is 5. 0.1 times 100, that would be 10, 15, 20, 25, 15, and 1. And if you add all this together, you should come up with 100. And you know that percentage always has to add up 100. So 20 people, if you come up with all of that, has to equal 100. And that is how you get the proportion and percentage for this frequency.